Asus have been a strong supporter of Google's Chrome OS, offering options for most budgets. Heading into the more premium end of the market, the Asus Chromebook Flip CX5, CX5601, 12th Gen Intel, was announced at CES last year, but is now available in Australia. Featuring a massive 16-inch FHD Plus resolution touch display, there are models available with options for 12th Gen Intel Core processors with 8GB RAM and 128GB M.2 Gen 3 SSD. It's not quite up to the current gen, but still offers a lot of power for Chrome OS. There's a full-size backlit keyboard with a numeric keypad and a quad speaker system tuned by Harman Kardon onboard with plenty of ports available to attach peripherals. Pricing for the i5 model starts at $1,243, though Asus have sent me an i3 model to check out. I've been using it for 3 weeks, and here's how it went. The chassis on the Chromebook feels solid with an aluminum lid on top, connected to the keyboard deck with a 360-degree hinge. The keyboard deck is constructed from plastic, which feels good when resting your hands on it. At 2.16 kilograms, it's not the lightest laptop out there, but it does have a 16-inch display and fits in line with many models in this size category. It's fairly compact though, fitting easily into my backpack, which usually balks at these laptops with larger displays. If you haven't got a bag, or want some additional protection for your new Chromebook, there's also a nice folio slipcase in the box too. The lower deck includes a backlit keyboard, which is fairly nice to type on with 1.4mm key travel. It took a little while to transition to this style of keyboard from what I'm used to, but it's nice once you are. It's also splash resistant, which is a nice bonus. The numeric keypad is welcome, though it's a little cramped if you're doing a lot of data entry. The touchpad is a little plasticky and can be a bit hard to use, and I'd love to see a nice glass touchpad on future models, but it works well. The lid houses the large 16-inch FHD Plus resolution, 3-sided nano edge display, which is in a 1610 aspect ratio. It's a touch display, which is nice to use, especially with Android apps available. The display is glossy, which looks great under most conditions, but does reflect any light behind you, which makes working in front of a window difficult. It also attracts fingerprints, and as a touchscreen it's worthwhile giving it a regular wipe with a lint-free cloth. Overall though, this display can really ramp up the brightness to mostly combat this, and it has good touch response and looks great when you're watching movies. Above the display you do get a FHD webcam, which includes a privacy shutter for when it's not in use. It's an improvement on the lower quality webcams we've previously seen, though does struggle a bit with backlighting. The Harman Kardon certified quad speaker system is mounted at the top of the keyboard below the display in a bar, with side speakers mounted at the front of the deck. It's a decent quality sound system, offering a good quality sound even when using tablet or tint modes. Also on the sides is the nice selection of ports. You get a USB-C 3.2 port with display and power delivery support on either side, and a single USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A port on the right. On the left you also get a HDMI 2.1 port and a 3.5mm combo audio jack next to the micro SD card reader. I love the positioning of a USB-C port either side, allowing you to plug in the USB-C charger from either side. The rest of the ports work well for attaching peripherals, and more ports are always welcome. This is of course a Chromebook Flip, and you get the 360 degrees ergo lift hinge, which lets you easily transition the display into different modes, starting with the laptop mode and moving through tint, shelf, and tablet modes. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.